Do you expect to be visiting China this year?
We'll wait and see, but I think that the Chinese relationship has got clearly more positive than it was this time last year. We had a visit by the Foreign Minister, which was positive, on December the 21st. I had a very constructive meeting with President Xi, and I want to see a further improvement in the relationship. We'll cooperate with China where we can. We'll disagree where we must, but we'll also engage in our national interest.
Are you more hopeful now they'll lift the trade sanctions briefly?
Well, quite clearly, the fact that the government is talking, and our Assistant Trade Minister, Tim Ayres, had a meeting with his Chinese counterpart at the Davos Forum in Europe. We're hopeful of a meeting soon between Don Farrell, the Trade Minister, and his counterpart. There is an increased engagement at different levels between our respective agencies, and that's a positive thing. I'd say this about the impediments to the economic relationship. China is Australia's major trading partner. We export more to China than Japan, Korea, a whole bunch of countries combined. So it's obviously very important for us, but it's also important for China. We have good products. Importing Australian products is not a charity. It's a good for their economy. It's good for their living standards, and they will gain by importing our meat, our livestock, our seafood, our wine, our other products as well.
The relationship seems to be improving even as we keep talking up nuclear submarine acquisition or construction or whatever you want to call it. How much are these things going to cost? Could they cost $200 billion?
Well, we will release costings at the appropriate time. We're working through those issues, but defending our country is not going to be cheap. I said that before the election that I saw our defence expenditure as being not just 2% of GDP, that it would be potentially rising.
4%?
It would potentially be rising. We want to make sure, and the reason for the Defence Strategic Review, which has been done by Stephen Smith and Angus Houston, is to make sure that we get the best value out of every dollar that is spent. And you've already seen a range of announcements from the government around missiles and other defence assets, which is about us getting the right assets in the right place.